Welcome to the Drum Dome's review of Jupiter Ascending. Jupiter Ascending stars Channing Tatum, Mila Kunis, Eddie Redmayne, and Sean Bean. And Jupiter Ascending basically is a huge sci-fi movie with a basic story of good versus evil and a quest for power. That's pretty much the basic way to sum it up, but the way the story unfolds is very confusing because there's just so many layers to it, and it's so convoluted. Mila Kunis plays Jupiter, and she is basically royalty. And Channing Tatum's character is Kane Wise, and he is basically this goofy looking dude with rocket skates. Yeah, rocket skates. He is part wolf. He's got like wolf DNA and human DNA. And he is basically there to be the protector for Jupiter. And so he's basically flying her around, and she falls and he catches her, and she falls and he catches her. And he basically reveals to her that she is royalty, and he reveals her purpose, what she means to the universe as a whole, and he unveils all these plot points about the Earth and that we are not the only beings in this universe, and we're just a little small speck of it. And this movie has so many problems. It's all over the place. First, let me start with the good. The visuals are spectacular in it. I will give it that. I mean, this movie looks like a moving wallpaper. You know, you could go to your computer and type in Jupiter Ascending wallpaper and pull it up, and it'll look beautiful on your computer. And then also, I would say Sean Bean, he kind of pulls you in on his scenes, especially his first scene. Other than that, guys, this movie just sucks. It's horrible. Just, oh my God. And let me tell you why it sucks. Like I said earlier, the story is just so convoluted. It's hard to keep up with all the plot points and the twists, and you just don't care. That's one of the biggest problems with it. I don't mind a story that has layers upon layers upon layers, but keep me invested in that story as it goes along. Jupiter Ascending doesn't do that. You're given a story, and then you're like, okay, I don't really care. They're not building these characters at all, but then let's throw in another twist here and another layer to the story, and you won't care about that either because you don't care about the characters. Which brings me to my next point: paper thin characters. You could tell that Mila Kunis and Channing Tatum, the director goes cut, and I'm sure they were like, this is just, it's hard to get into this story. It's hard to get into these characters. The guy's half wolf, and Mila Kunis, pretty much every scene, her vocal range is, oh my God. That's pretty much what you get from her. The action scenes, it's nothing that's new to us. We've seen it all before, and a lot better. Also, the dialogue is quite laughable. I mean, there were quite a few moments in the movie where I was in a pretty packed theater, and everybody was just laughing at some of the scenes that they were trying to pull off. And Mila Kunis is supposed to fall in love with Channing Tatum's character in, like, say, the span of a day. And I'm not trying to argue about love at first sight or anything, but there was nothing there to make you even think. Like, I give you an example of, like, Titanic. They were stuck on the ship for a day, but you know what? You really bought it when they finally did fall in love with each other, you know? Because those characters were built, you cared about those characters. Jupiter Ascending, the characters gave nothing to it, so you felt nothing for them. The last thing I hated about this movie, the villain, Eddie Redmayne. What a great actor. I just saw The Theory of Everything where he played Stephen Hawking, and he does a great job in that movie, but I don't know if it was the director's, but his performance in this movie is laughable and just horrible. He's almost like a poor man's Voldemort. you know, and then he talks like this, and you can't understand what he's saying. It's that voice that I just did. It's annoying, right? Imagine that for 2 hours. Just I need a minute. And then he has these little outbursts every now and then throughout the movie where he's talking like that, and then all of a sudden he screams, and none of it's believable. Darth Vader was one of the greatest villains of all time, and you believed every scene that he was in. He was just menacing, but this character Valem, oh my God, I never want to see him in a movie again. Just horrible. And I gotta also mention the directing in this. I'm a big fan of the Wachowskis. The Matrix is one of my favorite movies of all time. Just what a masterpiece of a movie. And it's sad to see two directors make a film like that and then waste $200 million or whatever it costs into this piece of shit. You know what I mean? I sound angry, right? I'm not. It's just funny to talk about this movie. I'm not angry. It's just, oh my God, it was just horrible. So guys, as you can see, Jupiter Ascending is just probably one of the worst movies that you're going to see this year. And I can say that this is my first Looped in Hell rating, and it deserves it. So, guys, let me know what you thought of Jupiter Ascending. If you liked it, go ahead and tell me you liked it. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DrumDums. Guys, thanks for watching, and Rumdum out.